I've had a hard time making this video. This is like my fourth try. So I'm just going to go for this one, and this is the one that I'm going to post. So I hope that you enjoy it. I'm Ty Whittingham. This is Google Ads Training and Consulting. Today, we're going to talk about the second most important thing that I think you need to know about Google Ads. And don't think that this is any less important than the first. You just have to number things because that helps everyone understand better. So this is equally as important as the first most important thing, which I already created a video about, and it's about the targeting of how you break out your targeting within Google Ads. So you may notice my background is a little bit different, and gads.expert is my domain. It's my new URL that I will begin using. So if you see gads.expert around the internet, then you know it's me. All right. Also, I shaved yesterday. It was my wife's birthday, and so that was one of my presents to her, is I shaved. Getting into the video, this is not about Google Ads, but it actually is. So the second most important thing that I think everyone needs to know is that landing pages, your landing page, which is the page that a user lands on after they click your ad. We'll talk about the user experience here in a second. But the landing page will determine whether or not you will be able to be successful with Google Ads. And I see so many people who completely and totally ignore it as they're learning about Google Ads and trying to market their business through the internet and through the use of paid traffic. But the thing about that is your landing page is like your sales pitch. So here's how the user experience goes. Somebody goes to Google and they have a question. So this will be Google, and they'll type in a question here, and this is the little search bar. And the words that they type in here are called the search. I am not as good at writing standing up as I am sitting down. So maybe I'll keep doing most of my videos sitting down, but I wanted to do this one standing up because sitting down was not working. So the search query, somebody goes to Google and types in a search query. Now there's tons of different types of traffic that you can buy on Google. I'm only going to talk about search, and the same principle applies across all of them. So don't try and get cute on me in the comments and think that I don't know what I'm talking about. I know I'm very specifically talking about exclusively one type of traffic, and this is Google search traffic. So after they type in a search query, Google will then show a handful of results on the search page, and those results are ordered. The paid results are ordered essentially the same as the organic results are, but they have an influence of the bid, and whereas the organic results aren't influenced by any type of bid. But essentially Google ranks them in order of relevance. The highest relevant at the top and the lowest relevant at the bottom. There's usually like 1 million pages or a couple million pages of results that it pulls up. I don't know what the percentage is, but a majority of people don't go past the first couple results. And once the user clicks on one of these, my stylus went away. Once the user, I've got to find it, clicks on one of these search results, then they will be taken to the landing page. The landing page is what we're talking about today. This is your sales pitch. This is the most important thing that you can be focusing on outside of Google Ads, because no customer has ever bought, well, maybe they have, but very few customers buy when they experience a poor, low-quality sales pitch. If the business seems untrustworthy for whatever reason, then it deters business, and you don't want to deter people that you just paid to click your ad from making a purchase or reaching out to contact you to make a purchase, because that defeats the purpose. Because after the landing page comes the moolah. Your landing page is the intermediary between google.com, where people are performing searches and clicking on links. They get sent to your landing page, which gives them the sales pitch and the information that they need. And then you have an opportunity to win that customer if your sales pitch is good enough, and hopefully it is, and hopefully you make money from that click that you just paid for and are able to make more money in return from Google Ads than what you're spending, creating perpetual motion and energy in your account, which will then fuel your business, fuel your life, and enable you to accomplish your dreams. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 examples. I'm going to go ahead and clear my annotations right here. And I want to, the first one is going to be a bad example. This is proclaim.net, pro-claim.net. And this is actually the domain of somebody who, or the landing page of somebody who had reached out to me through my YouTube channel. They went into the description and they scheduled a call with me. They are a medical billing service. They are searching for medical practices, doctors' offices, physicians who have billing issues. Every physician medical office has billing issues. They take customers in, and the customer will have the medical visit and then be billed after the fact. There's virtually no prepay that I'm aware of. There's no prepay medical clinics, at least not in the United States. There may be, I don't actually know much about that, but a majority of them are not prepay. So these medical billing solutions are a large aspect of the medical industry. So this is their landing page, and we went to Google and we found some other landing pages, some competitor landing pages to see how they would stack up. And this right here was one of the better ones that we found. This is a company called BellNetX. And if you were a potential, like let's say that you're a physician or a physician's assistant, doctor's assistant, or the office manager, and it was your job to reach out to a medical billing service to handle your potentially millions of dollars, hopefully millions or hundreds of millions of dollars in medical bills that your office is going to be processing. If you were to say one of these 2 is more trustworthy or likely to invoke a conversion than the other, well, I'm just going to say my opinion. I don't think it's this one. I think that it's this one. What the business wants the user to do is reach out to them, and so they put the lead form right up front, as I've spoken about in previous videos. This does not have a lead form. It doesn't even have a call to action. It has a very generic value proposition. We solve your practice problems, but nobody really gives a crap about that. This gets straight to the point, provides other valuable information within the same page. They can click through without being redirected. Even has a testimonial down on the bottom. But that's it. So if let's say that both these businesses paid $10 to generate that click, a much higher percentage of those people who clicked on the ad and landed on this site are going to end up performing this desired action, giving your sales team far more opportunities to close the deal than this. This might only get 1 in 100 or 1 in a couple hundred people to randomly fill out the form that is all the way obscured here on the contact page. Yeah, this form. Whereas this one might have 1 in 10 people, maybe 1 in 20 people. That's the game changer. That's the difference. Your landing page, how well it helps people understand your business and what you do, your value proposition, how they can convert, and what they're going to get if they choose to do business with you. That will make or break your Google Ads success. And I really hope that you can take that to heart. And before you even are trying to spend money on Google Ads, make sure you have a good landing page. Make sure you've looked at your competition and know what they're doing, and you're at least looking as good or better than them in order to have a chance to compete. If you have an active Google Ads account, first of all, I'm sorry for like the weird video stuff that's going on. Maybe I won't do backgrounds like this, but let me know in the comments whether or not you think I should, because I have more ideas. But if you have an active Google Ads account and you would like to review it with me, then links down in the description of the video to schedule a call, and I'm very excited. But make sure you have your Zoom functioning properly. I have had 4 people reach out to me. I've not posted very many videos this week because I've been on the phone with people who have been wanting their account reviewed, but they didn't have their Zoom set up. Whether they didn't have their camera or microphone. Well, you don't actually need a camera, but you do need a microphone so we can hear you on the other end. Make sure that you are fully functional and ready for the Zoom call so that we can get the most value out of it. And hopefully I can post it to the channel and help more people out. Okay, thing number 2, update number 2 that I have to give is that I have finished the pre-sale offer for my Google Ads compendium. The Google Ads compendium is a summary of all of the campaign types, ad types, bidding strategies, and settings that are available in Google Ads, along with my recommendations and best practices for success. If you would like, that is like, if you don't have an active Google Ads account, that's where you should start. Or even if you're just a very beginner, even if you're not a beginner, but just want to read that before reaching out to me directly. That is a great foundation. It doesn't talk about landing pages because it only focuses on what is within Google Ads itself. But it will provide you with an excellent foundation to help you understand what you need to do within the account, how it should be structured in order to set it up for success. Just like a sports team, a football team goes out and every single football team in the whole NFL lines up in a basic way. They have linemen, they have a quarterback, they have running back, they have wide receivers. This is like the outline of how your lineman, quarterback, running back, wide receivers should line up so that you don't show up on the field and have only linemen or only receivers, or maybe you don't have half your players there because you didn't even know what the formation should look like starting out because you've never coached football before. So that'll really help you with that. And this video is now over, and I feel good. I feel solid about this, and I look forward to the next video that I'm going to make at some point in the very near future. I hope you have a wonderful life. I hope you are living your best life. Enjoy consciousness. Enjoy today, because never wish away the present. Always enjoy the present. And that's my message, my closing message to you. Goodbye.